o'clock on the dot. Now
right.
it's 7:01. We're talking.
Wow,
That's
riveting.
A minute right there.
Riveting.
I know, we have this little clock in the corner of the teleprompter, and that's when we say, like, approaching. It's because we see that it's, like, 10 seconds away.
Yeah, sure.
Ben brought us Starbucks cups today.
Yeah, so these go on sale this morning, or they start.
The new holiday cups.
They get debuted this morning. The
It
holiday
must be
cups.
the holiday season.
It is
It's the holiday season. Starbucks cups, they are brand new, reusable.
I like this song.
Through the drive-thru.
This one is my favorite one, I think.
one?
You
this
like the green.
one. I like the green
yeah.
one.
Like the Christmas
I
tree.
like the font of the text. I think that's why.
This is another popular one.
You're hiding mine, the one I think is the cutest.
Well, I can't get to all of them. I want it. Okay. And then
Did you go by
Do it all,
Starbucks to
Ben.
get
this
these?
is
I sent
no.
them to you.
So I have a good friend
He's got a connection.
who's he.
Yeah.
That's your favorite?
Yeah, he
that
works
one.
for corporate Starbucks, and so and then this is the last
The polka
one.
dot's my favorite.
I like the polka dots. And then there's this one.
This is the one that you'll get today if you're there quickly.
You
Yeah.
get kind of reduced price refills on there, right?
So you get this anytime you buy one of the Christmas beverages. This
today
morning,
only.
This morning, they say they typically sell out, and then you can take it back throughout the holiday season to get like 50
it's
cents,
reusable.
50 cents off.
Did you say it's the holiday season?
It's the holiday season.
Don't
Larry.
take the cup you gave me back.
You
But
know
get
that I-
used it, you know, just for the
I sing that song way too much.
That's the cue
So,
right there.
and I learned that you have to get like their peppermint mocha, their
Yeah.
pumpkin spice, things like the holiday.
Their gingerbread
beverages.
latte or not.
I was going to say it comes with some controversy because
Whoa.
they've banished their gingerbread latte.
What did your poll say for the everyone's
Oh
favorite?
yeah, let's pull up my poll.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
We'll show you. So, as you see there, goodbye gingerbread latte. So I wanted to know, in light of that,
I've
which
never
is
even
your
had that one.
favorite seasonal beverage? And it doesn't seem like people are too upset about the gingerbread latte.
This headline says fans revolt. The people on your poll, they're not too upset about
I don't
it.
know if they're revolting.
Only 11%
The
are.
peppermint mocha evidently is a fan favorite, along with pumpkin spice. I included that because I feel like we're still in pumpkin spice season a little bit.
We need all
Yeah.
of these here right now. I need
We
some
do,
coffee.
we do.
I've never had the eggnog latte.
I will say I'm a big fan of eggnog.
I like it with like liquor and ice
Yeah,
cream.
the eggnog latte I sort of feel like it doesn't really fully capture the eggnog. And gingerbread, I mean,
My dad always makes the spiced eggnog. I don't even know what kind of liquor it is.
whiskey or
Whiskey.
Yeah.
bourbon,
Okay.
usually.
Huh.
I
So-
will be doing that in the next few weeks.
Yes, you will. Toasted white chocolate mocha.
Yes.
I didn't know it was toasted.
Toasted, that
What's
sounds good.
toasted?
I think it has
Roasted,
like,
toasted.
not like a burnt flavor, but
Smoky.
yeah, like a little, yeah, I don't know.
This is just making me thirsty.
Yeah, the
thirsty
pepperment
for
mocha,
coffee.
the white chocolate peppermint
Yeah, something
mocha
like that,
is
yeah.
my fave.
I mean, it's straight up dessert.
I love
is.
it.
It honestly is. It's more dessert than it is
I
coffee.
have to get it like half. I normally tell them to do like half the amount of pumps and then switch out like a milk
I
or
just
something.
like plain black coffee. I just
Well, then
like
you
coffee.
can't get the discount
I
in that
know.
cup. But you
I
could be
can't.
eco-friendly,
Oh, okay.
and not.
It's true.
Because, I mean, I think you get, what, 50 cents off? Is that what
50
you just
cents
said?
off,
50
yeah.
cents off your holiday drink order after 2 p.m.
It must be the holiday season.
Goodness,
It's
there's
the
so many
holiday
stipulations.
season.
Stipulations.
Get Mike on the
The
phone.
coffee chain.
Starbucks, please.
But, I mean, I know the cups themselves are what, like, probably 10 cents. and
Yeah,
that's-
something like that. Yeah, I reused it.
But, yeah.
It's a little collector's item. Evidently last
does get
year,
me in the
I am
spirit.
told that last year each store got only like 50 of them, and they sold out within the first hour.
Yeah.
Correct, but see, I'm reading this. They're saying people were really mad.
Yes.
So they've made it more available.
I know. I'm telling you this right now.
Oh, okay.
From a source, not from an article.
So more cups available
So
this year?
each location will have several hundred to give out. It'll vary somewhat depending on the branch you go
This
to.
is from
but
corporate headquarters.
Yes, exactly. That each branch will now have several hundred, so they will go further this year than they did last year when they only had about
I don't
50.
know when Starbucks opens, probably 5 or 6 a.m. But
5 a.m., I think.
You probably need to get there quickly.
Yeah.
This says that they'll have them in, so if you need to, if you're going through the drive-thru is going to have certain amounts, and then the merchandise in the store will have. So maybe if they run out the drive-thru, you can go.
You could go
inside.
in,
that's a
and
good
then you
idea.
only get the discount after 2 p.m.
After 2 p.m.
Yes.
Okay.
Park Road does not
Couple
have a drive-thru,
stipulations
though. I just
there.
go in.
Yeah, you just go in.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
true. Today, one of our big stories is a proposal. This may get a lot of parents talking. I know on our Facebook page, I've been like seeing comments come in real time about this. So what we're talking about is from Senator from California, Kamala Harris, also running for 2020 president. And she's saying she's proposed this bill that would extend elementary school hours to kind of line up with when people go to work.
Here's what I don't understand about this, because this is all locally based. Each individual school system makes the choice as
based on the bus schedule and stuff.
All that. Yeah, this is not a national. It may be an issue, but she doesn't proclaim this nationally. The president does not enact that. Congress doesn't. It's local. It's all local. That's the confusing thing.
Yeah, I don't think she's saying for everybody to do this.
That it would be available for a district to determine if they wanted to switch to this.
Yeah, it's all locally based.
Yeah.
And then they would change the bus system to
That's why I
the
say
district did.
I assume, of course, it's well intended, and I'm sure it's coming from a good place. I just don't know how this would possibly ever be enacted, something like this,
95.
on any sort of large scale, because you really do need buy-in from really the entire community when you do something like this, much less when you say across the country. I'm not exactly sure how you implement
it's hard
something
enough
like
to change the school menu, much less change the
I
hours.
almost think
So her thing is incentivizing school districts to do that.
Yeah.
So each school district can decide, but if you do it, then there are incentives for that school district to change the hours.
Right.
That's what it is.
And she's saying, like, don't worry, it's because a lot of people were like, you know, your kids can't focus for that long. They can't learn about a science or math for that long, 3 more hours in their day. And she was saying that 3 additional hours would be an experience. So like art or music or something like that. And
nap.
if they bought into this program, then there is some money that would be allocated, especially to lower income districts
where's
to
this
then
money coming
provide.
from?
I know, because she's also proposing $1 billion for
Dream.
other stuff.
But I mean, yeah, I think it's a little far-fetched, but I do know that a lot of parents struggle with, you know, okay, Grammy's going to get you on Monday, our neighbor's going to get you on Tuesday, and keep you till I get off work.
And it's worth noting that this comes at a time when Kamala Harris is struggling in the polls. No matter what you think about her, you might love her as a candidate, but she's now far down the list as far as when it comes to polling. It's like 5, 6, 7.
Reaching for some attention.
And something like this, you come out with a bold initiative, even if it's not completely likely. You know, get your names back in.
We're talking about her.
Back in the headline. So.
She's also proposing $1.3 billion for summer programming. Because she's saying summer is a problem for families too.
Man.
Which is true.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mike is saying not all parents work the traditional 9 to 5 or 9 to 6, and then Jax is saying that more kids are going to cut class in school. I mean, this is just elementary, so I don't know how a 3rd grader
cuts class.
Right.
But kids should have some time to be kids. Yeah, they might have a little.
This whole conversation makes me want to eat Skittles for whatever reason.
Yeah, right.
Vicky's trying to.
And somebody, before we move on to the Skittles story, somebody just commented about Greta, so we did end the show with that, if you missed it. She is the 16-year-old climate activist that's going to be in Charlotte tomorrow for a strike from 12 to 2. Okay, what about this Skittles story? I've been having the sniffles. I haven't had any yet, but I brought Germ-X.
Let me ask this: how did this come about? You know, I walked up the station early this morning, had a meeting in there, you know, for the weather, and they started talking about Skittles. Where did this come from?
I know. You're like, good morning, Skittles.
Skittles, yeah.
Literally, the company that makes Skittles came out with it, and evidently, I believe like half of us just throw them all in our mouth at the same time.
Yeah. I think I do that.
But then there's more. There's some people who actually go piece by piece and select.
Toss some out.
And toss them out because that leads me to the next thing. Evidently, red is the favorite color of Americans when it comes to the
for candy. Period for me.
Oh really? Oh, interesting.
Like Starburst.
M&M's. You like the red?
I guess I don't really like M&M's, but Starburst, I want the red. Like, you know, hard candies, I like the red. Laffy Taffy, I like the red.
M&M's any day were Skittles. Sorry.
Yellow is the least favorite.
Does anybody want Skittles?
I like the yellow.
Wait a minute.
Ben doesn't like to chew on TV.
So I tried to figure out this Skittles thing, where this comes from. So I Googled it, and I found something else that I don't believe.
What?
They're saying that there's no difference between the colors, that they all taste the same, which is not true.
It's all the same flavor?
No, I don't think that's
it
true.
might be. Try two.
Sometimes
Try a green and try a blue.
Sometimes that's the case.
That would be like M&M's.
It says in blind.
M&M's is the same. It's all
Well,
the same
yeah,
thing.
it's chocolate.
Yeah.
This says in blind tests, experiments showed people couldn't actually distinguish which Skittle flavor they were eating because while each Skittle color has its own scent, in the end they taste the same. Okay, so do a blind test. Ready?
I actually think that's true.
I'm not going to look.
All right, I've put Germex on my hands. Don't worry. There's one.
Okay.
Okay, let's see. Okay.
Don't say what color.
Wait, we didn't. Keep your eyes closed. And
My
show
eyes
it.
are closed.
Get the close up. This is the color I gave her.
Red.
Was it green?
Oh.
Wait, do it again. Do it again.
The truth comes out.
Okay.
How many colors
This
are
is the
there?
color I'm giving her.
How many colors does Skittles
Okay.
have?
Oh, these are tropical Skittles?
Well,
Then that's a totally different thing.
it's all they add upstairs.
See, here's the thing.
This doesn't work then.
M&M
Really?
bars,
They
that
have the
everybody
same
would talk
flavor on the
about
inside
this.
now.
100%.
It's a commercial. We're doing a commercial for Skittles,
Yeah.
and we had to buy that.
Well, I'm gonna expense it.
Good. Good.
People thought that was hilarious in the newsroom. I'm like, oh, sorry.
Okay.
But I do think that is true, whether it's tropical or original. I think there's truth to that.
Okay. Maybe.
And they fooled me this whole
Well,
time
we've had
because I
something to
really
drink and something to eat today. What's
That's
next?
right.
do. Do you want to eat and drink again at 10 o'clock? That's what's next.
Yes.
Yes, come see
we
us.
want you to come see us.
We're going to NoDa and Amelie's. I think we have the information to show you on your screen, maybe not, but it's at 10 a.m. A little
Yes.
meet and greet with the team. Everybody, Ruby's gone right now, but she's going to be there, I'm
Yes.
sure,
Yeah.
at 10 o'clock.
So we'd love for you to stop by, have a pain au chocolat
It's
and
the
a latte.
one in NoDa on
Yes.
Davidson.
Yes.
The original.
And, you know, they are going to move, but they're in still the same spot they've been in.
Yeah.
That little plaza
Yeah.
strip.
I love that place. It's so
I
good.
know.
It really is. I mean, I love the atmosphere there.
Yeah, it's
And
great.
that's-
It's a neat place.
Hopefully they keep it. I'm sure they will. When they
It's
do.
a very eccentric, like unique. I remember when I went in there for the first time. Actually, Rachel Roller took me there on my interview to get coffee.
It's a very, I think it's number
And I was
one
like, oh, this is so
on
unique.
Yelp. I think number one.
There's some nice meeting rooms there.
Yeah.
I mean, now there's one in Park Road Shopping Center. There's one in Uptown.
They have yummy
But
food.
we did an unzipped where we showed you the area code and everything it has to offer.
Billie
and how
Jean
far
did
it's
such a
come.
good job. So if you haven't seen that yet, if you missed it during our actually TV or televised show, you should go back on our website, wcnc.com, and watch that because she did a great job on
We'll be there at 10 this morning. Right?
detailing NoDa.
Yep.
It's part of our Unzipped series where we're sort of highlighting some of the hot zip codes around the greater Charlotte area, and NoDa is certainly one of them. Not a town, but just a neighborhood here in Charlotte that's really grown a lot over the
Well,
last
to
few
see
years.
the photos and stuff from
Yeah.
a long time
Wow,
ago that
I
she
know.
has and that she had put in that story, it was interesting. So it's cool.
We have a little Wake Up Charlotte tab on our website that has specifically the clips from our show. So that's an easy way to find it too. And if you want us to come to your area, maybe you're like, oh, wow, I can't make it at 10, but if you were up in Huntersville, put the zip code
Yeah,
in,
get
in
some
our
free
comments.
coffee.
Yeah.
We'll show it to Billie Jean. Free coffee?
He said if you give it to him.
Oh.
There you go.
You need a jacket, especially in the days coming up, because it's about to get colder.
Today is okay. I mean, today's not too bad. Upper 60s. It's just tomorrow. We go from 68 today to barely 50 tomorrow.
Brr.
The weekend will be dry. 51 on Saturday, a little milder on Sunday. Monday, Veterans Days. We salute those who have served. It's really Tuesday. Next week, 49, 43 degrees. That's the high temperature. Wednesday of next week with a low of 28. So this actually, we can almost say this is the coldest air moving in of the year because our winter, January, February, March was very mild.
So mild.
So we're waiting until the end
It's
of the
so-
year to talk about the
It's
coldest
so
air.
wacky
It
because when you
is,
think about
yes.
it was just think back. It was just a month ago in October, early October.
Yeah.
We still had 90 degrees.
Yes, yes. And it's just Mother Nature. I don't know what's going on with her.
She's
I
confused.
need to
happened?
get a little bit more consistent.
Yes.
I want summer, and then I want a nice fall, and then I want a nice winter.
We've had about 3 days of fall.
I know.
Exactly, and I feel.
I know,
It's not good.
nearly scares me to see the 20s.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm not
Well,
looking forward to it.
Not to
No.
say this is going to happen, but sometimes you do get these cyclical things. It's cold for a period, then we get a nice, mild warm up. Christmas Day will be 90 degrees.
Of course it will be.
No, I'm
Yes.
just joking.
It's the
probably
holiday season. That's
right.
We'll see you at Amelie's 10 o'clock this morning.
Hello, Americans. Mm-hmm.